Just sit there and listen.
And then what'd he say?
I said, where are we going? He said, we're going to this fancy restaurant.
So what restaurant did you go to?
So I said, why are we going? He says, because we need 2 more cosmetic lines. And I don't mean junk lines. I mean the top lines. You know, like Clinique and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I said, why don't you call up and get it? He says, they won't talk to us. They hang up the phone.
Andrew George. Okay, yeah.
So he says, I said, well, who are we meeting? He said, we're taking out the top cosmetic girl from Macy's, you know, like the top girl in the country. In the country. He said, I want you to sit there and listen and don't say a word. Remember in the Mafia and Godfather, the sons were sitting there mouthing off, and he said, I don't want you to talking because I'm dealing this thing. So anyways, we get there. She comes all dressed up, you know, beautiful suit, and hair.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
The woman?
Here are
Yeah.
them.
Thank
What
you.
the best I could do.
That's the best you could do?
Yes.
Charge that on my Cabela card.
I'll be right back to
Thank
take
you.
the...
Okay, go ahead.
So,
Okay, go ahead.
so where was I?
You were talking so he said,
yeah,
don't
so we
say
get to
anything.
the restaurant,
You can hold it, huh?
and then we order. He orders drinks in hors d'oeuvre, and he says to her,
What restaurant?
"It's a Rooster Tail, I believe."
Oh, okay.
He says to her, "I don't know what you make, but whatever it is, I'll double it right now. I'll double
love
it.
it.
I don't care what you make."
Yeah.
She said, "Wow." She's like, "Wow." So then we get to the main course. He says to her, "Not only will I double your salary, I'll give you 6% of every sale we make in all our stores."
Yeah.
So we've doubled her salary. We've given her 6% of all cosmetic sales. So he wants to know. So we left it at that. And he said, well, I guess we'll be seeing you.
I guess I'll be seeing you. And he says, come on, Leonard.
He's going to light up his big cigar. You know, my dad goes,
What did he smoke? What kind of
Webster
cigar?
Fancy Tales.
Fancy Tales.
Yeah, those are special Cuban type cigars. And they had a big Cadillac, you know.
Oh, and your mother sat in the...
Oh, my mother always sat in the back seat in the Cadillac. She never, in 35 years, remember Miss Daisy? That
Oh,
movie?
my God.
That was my mother.
I was about to say,
That was
doing
my-
driving Miss Daisy?
That was my mother.
That's hilarious.
That was my
Grandpa
mother,
Bell.
and the
Bell.
driver
Always
was
named after
my
her.
father in the Cadillac with a
Or
cap.
Al, Grandpa
My
Al.
father had the little
Oh.
cap sometimes, and Stanley my friends used to get the biggest cap, the big cigar. My mother never and ever was there for it.
Oh, my God.
Anyways, the woman shows up 6 weeks later.
Yeah?
But what did we get? We got 2 of the top cosmetic lines
Wow.
in the country.
Wow.
Was worth probably $300,000-$400,000 our sales, right? So it didn't matter. My dad said, "Did you see what lesson did you learn?"
Oh, he said to you, what lesson did you learn? So what did you say?
I got it. You know, think about it. Because
Make her an offer she can't refuse.
no, what lesson I learned was if you can't get something yourself, there's always a way
Oh, yeah.
you can get it. Maybe through
That's
the
right.
side. You know, there's always a way you can come up with it.
There's always a way.
Yeah.
There's always a
Yeah.
way.
Just depends on what you got to do to do it.
Yeah. So what happens is 6 months later, you want to remember another story.
Yeah.
The grocery market, guy comes in and says, you know, I've just been in the grocery market and they had toothpaste and deodorant. He said, what?
Oh, a grocery,
A
a
grocery
food.
store
They don't understand.
in
A food store
1954.
is carrying toothpaste is unusual.
They
now,
had a drug aisle.
now
The
it's
actual
normal.
toothpaste,
in a
we
food
could
store,
not
it's
believe
different.
it. So my dad got word. We called up the landlord, practical home builders and own
Yeah.
the project.
Yeah.
We talked to their lawyers. We asked them, can they do that?
Yeah.
Is that a violation of our lease? Got it?
Yeah.
And they said, they called back 40 hours later and said, you know what? We cannot find it in the lease. They can do it.
So you start.
So we called up Hostess Ice Cream Company.
Hostess, the
Hostess,
cupcake.
Twinkies. Leonard Hostess.
Yeah.
We said to him, we want freezers.
Is that his name?
We
Leonard?
want, yeah, I think his name was Leonard.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Hostess Cupcake? His first name was Leonard?
Well, that was the president at the time.
Yeah. Oh, I
So we ordered freezers, and
Oh.
my dad says, we want milk.
Whoa.
And wait a minute. At the end of the day, the president of the company calls me up. He said, wait a minute. Are you guys asking, let me get this straight. You guys are asking for freezers, and you want milk, and you want eggs,
In a
and you
drugstore?
want bread, and you want sour cream, and is this for real? He said, we could do it, but are you
Yeah, it's
confirming
weird.
this with us?
Yeah. At that
My
time.
dad says, send it out immediately.
Yeah.
We took all of that and cut it in half. We made the half gallon milk 49 cents.
Whoa.
49 cents a half
So you
gallon.
come in the store and you buy milk for half the price of the drugstore and you do all your shopping
Yeah.
there that you would otherwise have done
We're
elsewhere.
losing money, but we didn't care.
Because you're bringing in the customer.
Because they're selling our toothpaste and our deodorant. So the war started.
Oh, it's a war.
It's a war now. It's a war. We want bread now. We want ice cream. Not ice cream, we want all that stuff.
Yeah.
So then my dad gets an idea. He said, there's a hardware store in our south, in our regular.
Yeah.
He said, you know what? I just called the guy and I told him to put a hardware aisle in our store.
Wow.
A hardware aisle. Wait a minute. Then a week later he said, you know what? There's a toy store, right?
Oh, toys.
We're getting into the toy business.
Yeah.
So he calls the guy up. You got a big store. We want a toy aisle. All the toys. Because there was a toy store. So that started. Perry Drug comes in a chain, and they went one step further. There was a jewelry store in there,
I remember the jewelry.
and Murray's put a jewelry aisle in the tire store. 14 karat gold jewelry in the tire store. So the war. This started the war in Detroit. It went right across the country. What's it called? A fair trade law.
Yeah, wow. What grandpa was that? Bold.
Very bold.
Bold.
You got to be bold.
I can't see.
Okay, yeah, we're
We can't say anymore.
Yeah, no.